Going live, going live, going live. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special, big up, shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay at home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers, Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town, long distance drivers. Shout out to the garbage truck driver, the bus driver. Shout out to every single clean hearted, good hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself, regardless of what your profession is. Law enforcement officials, police, and soldiers. Shout out to medical personnel, all of them. Everybody out there that's going out and getting it from the man who sweep the streets all the way up to those in upper echelons of society. Shout out to you all. We all get together and make this thing work, right? And we're all essential. Here we are on another one of these. Man, these Fridays are slipping by so fast. I feel like I just said it's the freaking weekend about 2 days ago. So I'm going to say it again. It's the freaking weekend, baby! Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. Yeah, we made it through another week. I was at the gym this morning, right? And I'm telling my brother, I said, yo, I had COVID really bad when that COVID stuff was going around. And just to be able to say, it's the freaking weekend, baby! No interruptions in my breathing. I am so thankful because when I had that thing, I really felt like I was going to die. Like somebody was sitting on my, remember that just happened the other day? It felt like somebody was sitting on your chest. And I don't know if you know what it feels like to not be able to breathe and you can't understand what part of your body that's happening from. Because your nose is clear. My nose wasn't stuffed up. My throat didn't have any like film or mucus or anything in it. It's just in your chest. And you're feeling like every breath feel like you have to pull it in and push it back out. Yo, I am so thankful. So yes, it's the freaking weekend. We've overcome a lot together right here on this platform. The whole of we went through COVID together as a family. Remember, we were here talking about all our fears and all these things. And that time it felt like it was never gonna end. A lot of people were saying this is our new normal now. This is what it's gonna be. And some of us were saying this too shall pass. And guess what? The place wide open. We out here doing our thing. This too shall pass, and it did pass. And we back to somewhat of a normalcy again. Some people still are wear them mask and these things, and I would encourage you to continue to wear your mask if you have a fragile immune system. I'm not one of those. I feel like my immune system can handle pretty much anything, and I need it in me to be able to adjust to it, and then go on. But anyhow, bigger than that, here we are this morning as a family once again celebrating the end of another week and shortly the beginning of another week. Stay tuned this weekend because now I finally got all the material off my computer. My computers were jammed up and now I just uploaded or put everything from Jamaica on the computer. So this weekend you're going to be getting some nice vlogs from Jamaica, my material from me, wifey, and the kids being in Jamaica. It shall be a beautiful scene for you and some things you never saw before or saw us doing before and these things. With that said, I wanted to start out the morning by saying a couple of things. Here is one, all right? The first one we're going to talk about this morning. Well, hell, Kamala Harris. I saw some strange stuff. I don't know if y'all saw it. I saw some strange stuff. I saw Kamala Harris' husband. I'm talking about Kamala Harris, the woman with the Jamaican background that is now Vice President of the United States of America. When me see that kiss there, me I say she not really Jamaican still because she couldn't be. Because see a Jamaican woman now, something would have gone around there. So like, me don't know, shoes would have fly or there would have been some interruption. You would have hear two blood clot chip from round the back or something. I don't know. But the Jamaican woman, them when me know, even the one them were who and sanctified, them not play them the game there. When I seen Kamala Harris' husband reach down and piece of tongue slip in there and slip back out. I was like, what the? In front of the nation. But we're going to look at the picture, right? And we're going to look at the sister that's standing behind them. I think that's Kamala Harris' sister or somebody that worked in their administration. But that sister give a look like, okay then, go ahead then. None of my business. Me just I got clap, but this is very bomber clottingly not looking right. In front of the nation. This is the president's wife, Jill Biden, just locked lips with a kiss pan cheek. It's not kiss near the mouth. It's not camera angle. It's a dead mouth on mouth kiss that looked like it didn't even have a little tongue in it. Cause them press up their mouth together for so long. So we're gonna talk about that. Strange things are happening, right, this morning. All right. And also, shout out to Queen Ifrica. Queen Ifrica called out Juliet Holness, which is the first lady of Jamaica, that is Andrew Holness's beautiful wife. Queen Ifrica called her out. And I've been saying for the longest, like, to rate certain people. I don't know. I've said it before, and Queen Ifrica was one of them that I called out publicly. And I said, yo, she was talking a whole lot of stuff because she dropped a video before. And she was like, yeah, this is going to the country and that leaders and this leaders. And, I was like, these people don't ever call names. So if you're brave, call a name. So she was doing a stage show around that time. And, she had talked about government, this and that. And then Andrew Holness walked in. And her whole demeanor changed when he walked in. And I was like, this was the time for you to say what you were saying directly to him. She starts sing song. So I called her out on that. So it's no wonder we did a show recently where I said I'm going to reach out to Queen Ifrica and I'm going to reach out to, what's his name? The leader of the Maroons. I'm going to reach out to, somebody help me out quick. I slipped with names. Chief Curry. I'm going to reach out. Thank you, Great Goodies. I'm going to reach out to Chief Curry. I'm going to reach out to Queen Ifrica. It's no secret that Queen Ifrica never even respond back to me. I told y'all that she didn't, but maybe she saw the video and she was up in arms. I don't know. But me's not a man with beg friend or look friend. I'm not one of them that chase down people and try, oh, I know this person, I know that person. Me not treat them like that, and I don't look at any of them like that either. So shout out to King Curry, Chief Curry, for actually responding, and he responded more than once. Matter of fact, the invitation is open because Chief Curry said, whatever you want to know, if you want to know anything that's going on concerning any of this, right? That be it cockpit country, the Maroons, the relation between the Maroons and the government in Jamaica, up-to-date information on what's going on, reach out directly. And he'll be more than glad to have a rapport, have a conversation. So big up to Chief Curry for that. But Queen Ifrica not even did response. I don't know. Some people be biased for whatever. But shout out to her for what she did yesterday. And we're going to listen to what she said yesterday because she finally did what I've been saying she is powerful enough to do. Here we go. I don't care about people like that. I care about my people, and I care about Jamaica and Jamaica's future as a whole, but not to run around behind individuals and, oh my God, this is Queen this, and oh my God, and the big DJ and this and that. And I'm not one of those kind of people. I'm sorry. Right? So wanted to start the morning out though by saying, let me start like this. Prioritize, sacrifice, focus, discipline. Prioritize, sacrifice, focus. I need you to listen. Discipline. May I say focus enough for you not focusing. Focus. Prioritize, sacrifice, focus, and discipline bring success. See, some people will wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, just to lay in bed, just to stare at their phone for about 2 hours or so. Or they will go to sleep at midnight instead of going to sleep and getting proper rest around 8 to 9 p.m. because they are up reading gossip columns and tabloids and answering comment sections or fantasizing about strangers, you know, them that they look for other people, man, or other people, woman, or those kind of things, or they're up prioritizing time to play with their vajayjay and their teely and these things, you know. Strange things happen in darkness and these things. They're up doing all these things, up wishing they had other people's lives. All these people you're looking at on the screen, boy, I wish me did have theme life. Look how my wife look pretty. Look how the house look big. Look how the car new. Look how the this, that, on to the next one. Oh, this person says something crazy. Oh, no, never do it before. Oh, no, never lay down yet. I say, okay, it's 8 o'clock. I just look on the phone a little bit and then drop asleep. And all went on the phone and drop out of your hand and drop in your face. So you have to, oh, geez, I still a scroll. And then 8 o'clock turn to 9 o'clock to 11 to 12 o'clock and these things, right? You're losing focus. We've all done it. We've all done it. Okay? Losing focus. I want y'all to know something. It's only, no, sir, me not into fantasizing. No, bro, Shaka, everybody do it. Everyone will do it. The internet and the social media stuff has turned a lot of us into whores. Yes, it has. Because we're out here emotionally connecting ourselves to other people. And, you know, you give them more attention than you give your spouse at home. If you find yourself staring at somebody for all 2 hours and depend them page and them channel for all 2 hours, did you spend 2 hours with your spouse today? Eh? Them kind of something there. All right. All must remember this. We all get the same 24 hours. It's 24 hours in a day. And we all get the same 24 hours. None of us control time. So none of us can actually speed up or slow down and the hours to suit ourselves and say, well, me I go stretch me 24 and make it into 48. You can't do it. We all get the same 24 hours. Some of us will use our 24 hours more wisely than others. So the message of this morning is, if you're not getting to where you need to be, if you're not accomplishing those goals, if you're not seeing things come to fruition and materialize that you work out in your brain and said, this is what I want and I'm going for it, it's probably because you're not using your 24 hours properly, right? So prioritize. You have to go decide what comes first, all right, or what is more important. Sacrifice. You're going to have to sacrifice those fun hours for sleep, rest, because rest is important. And if you don't rest properly, your mind won't be sharp enough to get things done, right? So prioritize, sacrifice, focus, focus, and then discipline yourself to stick to what you have worked out. Is just that time management skills. There's so much distraction going on out here. A grown people talk, we are talking now. So much distraction going on out here. It's easy to be distracted. It's easy to be distracted for children. It's easy to be distracted now for adults. This ain't like back in the day when we never have all these gadgets and things are run 24/7. You know, a time gone by, stuff used to close down. Stuff used to shut off at a certain time. So people actually had nothing to do. People used to get rest. Nowadays, everything run 24/7. I spoke about this before, like it even affects relationships, right? Because instead of, some people are so addicted to their phone and their device that they would actually destroy their relationship for it. And not that you're cheating and nothing in there. I'm talking about they are so into it, like them in love. Their mind needs to flip through another and flip through another. And I wonder what's going on over here. Oh my God, yo, you see this? This is crazy. And gone to our next one. And oh, another exciting story. It's like feeding the endorphins in the brain, right? And you're every minute is a new explosion in the brain, and you start to get attached to that. You don't feel that much excitement from your partner. So people don't even take time to work out them problem no more. It's like, I don't even want to talk to you. Soon as conversation, argument come up, you know, back in the day, people never have all them something there, so they had to talk to each other. All right, so what we are going to do? Sit down and just get mad with each other and not talk all day? Nowadays, not like that. Nowadays, your spouse get mad, them cut, go around our next part of the house with them phone. See them a whole day. Them no need you. Them on here and everything is on here for them. And they're like this whole day. Them not even have to talk. Nobody now say, oh, babe, come on, let's not argue no more. Come here. Let's talk this through. Blah, blah, blah. You know, it's affecting all of us. It's affecting the children. The children, them grades start to slip because them get caught up to. Then you have parents who just give their children devices and make the device raise them while they just go off and get lost in social media, TV land whole day, and the pick of them just dead with them device whole day. So it's affecting everybody on all levels, right? We all get, but at the same time, we have goals and we have dreams for ourselves, things we want to accomplish. But these distraction and these vices have us a certain kind of way. So I'm telling you, this is a message to you as much as it is a message to me. I practice these things that I preach, you know. I have to sacrifice sometimes. Yo, if you see my wife in our house more time, she round up and body nice enough. And the only thing me I think about, I just figure jump on that. But more time, me not even, I have to sacrifice that. I have to sacrifice. Because I know if me go in there, then you know, things are gonna go on because she's not gonna refuse me, and then she not gonna get fair things done, and me not gonna get my things done, and then me tired, and then when me come back over here, so now I say, okay, let's bring up the two computer them and let's get some work done. Pull up this project. We need some rest, right? Cause me just bust out all my juices and everything and my body huckle up and me need some rest. And then by the time, you know, so me have to sacrifice. That is focus, that takes focus and sacrifice. Woman in your house, good looking woman in your house, and you have to I tell yourself, say, boy, you have to left it till the weekend here, so you have to. So shout out to y'all women out there who have a man that he has that kind of go-getter spirit. It's rough power, because we understand that you need your regular, you know, taking care of thing too, but we ourselves need it too. But sometimes we have to sacrifice too, and sometimes we mind not even there because we mind more focused on where we going with this. You know what I'm saying? It's like building a building and we're laying our blocks and we are work out the plan for the building, and we're so caught up in that we're not even member set. But you know, say when time the body speaks to you, cause all the concentrate the day I try concentrate, sometimes you can't help it. So you go visit and then you come back and you start the thing again. But you have to sacrifice more time. Else you're in a house just a sex all day and not accomplish nothing. And you know, that's a sacrifice. So I'm just giving one of the biggest sacrifices that there is. If you don't have no woman in your house, then you don't have that distraction, right? But you might be distracted by social media or different side chicks by your phone, or I don't know. We just live in a world full of distractions. So prioritize and sacrifice with focus and discipline should bring you success. That's right, Kaitai Joy. Day off and whipping here back and forth. Jane Anders says, my day is wide open. I have nothing to do, about to go to South Carolina soon. Just killing time to go make my husband's dinner. Jane and Kaitai Joy said that. Hear me now? Sometimes you have to stop lay bricks and lay some pipe, is what Audrey said. Yes, it's very true. It's very true. I agree. I agree. I absolutely agree. Sometimes you have to stop lay the bricks and go lay some pipe. That's true. That's true. I can't argue with that because you know needs have to be met on both ends. On both ends. Because if everybody speak to it, you know, and tell us that you need to go visit. Sometimes it just draw me up out of my sleep in the middle of the night, and then or early morning or late night or late evening or middle day or something. It's just sometimes it's beyond your control. You know what I mean? And then again, it depends on what she go put on or how she bend over and what she said to you earlier today. It's just a lot of things that factor into that, which all leads back to you easily getting sidelined, and then you know focus no more, and you're thinking just can't. You're wondering why you're falling behind. Your income dropped this month, and this and that, and all kind of something. So it's rough out there. So as much as I'm telling this to you, I'm telling it to myself. Prioritize and sacrifice SouFLo with focus and discipline shall bring you success. Amen. Hallelujah. All right. We're going on to the next one now. The next one now this morning I wanted to start off with is this one. But sometimes you have to stop laying bricks and lay some pipe. You say, oh no? All right. Love my people enough. Hear me. Men, please let the woman have things. Yeah, let the woman them have some things. Me see, I see a trend going on, right? And it's been trending for quite some time now. Me I talk about years now. But it just get worse and worse and worse. Listen to what me I gonna say. See? Men, please let the women have some things for themselves. That's what me I talk about. All right. The woman them used to have them wig and them weave and extensions and all that. Now men used to have toupee back in the day. But I want like a piece of something where they go up here. So if you went bald and then you know a breeze fly too hard and that lift up and everybody used to laugh. Hey, look at Mr. Jenkins toupee. Yo, that thing was flying in the air like this, huh? You know, but now it got to our next level. Now them have lace front for men, right? And me call it the baby daddy starter kit. So I see a brother put on a whole one, and I've been telling you all about these for a while now. Completely walk into the barbershop looking like somebody's 78-year-old granddaddy, and then in an hour time, him look like Zaddy on South Beach for the youngins. Like he's probably about 45. And you know, so some of the young girl on the better be weird. Okay. You know why you say you're gonna breathe for a 78-year-old man that you thought was 45 because you like older men and didn't know said this one was older than your own grandfather. So we're out there, right? We're out there. Now, at one point, I was celebrating because I was like, yo, the women have stuff that can make them look younger and make them look good and all these things. And I like to see how men now have certain things coming out for them that can. But when we look upon it and really check it, it's like we're tracing or chasing the woman them and everything them get man I get it too. So me I wonder which part the man them there where push the lawnmower and cut the grass out the door and swing machete and the big scissors them and prune up the flowers and fix up the landscape of the property and lift up the car hood and go under there and make sure say all the fluids are filled. Them I go check the transmission, them I go check the oil, them I go check the water, them I go check, you know, which part them man they gone, cause the man them nowadays look like so them want them fingernails, manis and pedis just like the women. I'm getting my toes done. I'm getting my, you know, I'm getting my feet and my fingers done. And oh, I can't touch that because it's going to leave me with dirty fingernails. And some of you women are to blame because you over here are talk about me. I like man with dirty hands and dirty. If him is a mechanic, my girl, and probably I make whole heap of good money. But you not like man with dirty hands. So you like what? So y'all contribute to this too. But back to the men, I'm talking to you. So now them, we know the woman have them lace front wig and weaves and extensions, and now we have lace front for men. I call them the baby daddy starter kits. Women wearing makeup from time. See? Now them have man makeup. God no, man makeup. Man I walk with makeup. Like really, filling in their beard where it doesn't attach, filling in their eyebrows where they think it's not full enough. Man I walk with makeup. So we have lace front now. Now we have makeup, like the woman them have makeup. Now we are arching our eyebrows and stuff and doing beard implants and stuff. The woman them did have tight jeans, and the tight jeans did belong to them alone. And then the thing gets out of hand that the man them jeans now extra tighter than the woman them jeans, right? All right. And people are saying, I fashion that. Okay. Why didn't y'all leave those women with the Ugg boots? Ugg boots. Ugg boots are like they're never gonna go away. When I saw them first, I was like, okay, this will be a trend, a fashion trend, then it'll go away. And to Ross, every time the weather change, we see these Ugg boots come back. But no one time I see man in a skinny jeans, tight pants with Ugg boots. I'm like, brother, what yeah, man. What? You went in the closet blind this morning and I went to her side. Like, what you have on? you never did you never know say I know your jeans when you have your jump stuff you going night. You have your jump stuff you going night. Because ain't no other way you did get that on and come out the road. You did have to jump so for getting it and jump so for getting your jeans. And then they are wiggle and a pull up. And when did that become? I mean, to each his own, I'm just saying, but men, the women used to have things that was just theirs. You know what I'm saying? And we used to admire them being in theirs. But now when you come out in the same thing where she in a, or sometime, you know, I walk down the road, I'm here, man, I talk about, yo, Sharoni, and then a man face turn around. Eh? And that's just the thing pile up. You hear me just say? Yo, Sharoni, a man face turn around. Yo, leave them damn Ugg boots and them damn tight jeans, man. Leave them for left them for woman them. Women start doing BBL. We don't know what's a BBL are the big thing now, right? Everybody has suck out fat from your so and put it over there. So fat transfer and lipo this and fat up, titty stiff up and body cock off and all these things. Why men start get lipo and fat transfer too? Man, I suck out fat out of them chest because they want a harder, more defined chest. And I suck out fat out of them belly because them want six pack for sure, more now, all these something. So when she flying down to the DR to get her body done, you are flying down there with her to get her body done. And on the way, y'all are getting manis and pedis together and dressing in the same clothes. I'm not seeing nothing wrong with that. Y'all don't see nothing wrong with that. And that are the man where you want. You don't want a man, you want a bestie. You, you want a bestie. You want a bestie. You want one of them man that be like, hey girl, oh, you so crazy, girl. Let me tell you about my man. I want them the man that you want, but you want to turn your man into one of them the man there. And that. I have to watch someone on the top. Because we freak out the man them till the man turn upside down and don't even know he's walking on his hands. All right. Woman, them used to have the low cut, V-neck, see-through top from way back in the 90s, dancehall sequence did I wear on them something there. Why did I see a group of men recently, one here, one there, and one over there? And I'm saying, is this the 2023 summer trend? Like, them a test it out to see if it a go work. One other. What are you wearing? V-drop, way down here, so. Like you show cleavage, brother. Eh? Now the men, I do that. The big trend now, sucking fat out of the belly to get abs and a leaner chest and carrying a purse and a pocketbook. The purse and the pocketbook. Let me see. A purse and a pocketbook remind me of my grandmother and my mother. Because you know how mommy stay. They know, can my purse come give me? Or can my pocketbook come give me? Me leave it out there in our living room on the table. Okay, mommy, and you did there talk about get up and get our own damn pocketbook. What you say? Where you mumble under your breath? Not you, mommy, me not talking to you. You carry the pocketbook and the purse go. Them legitimately have pocketbooks and purses for men now. And I saw quite a few celebrity men. And this morning, me there at the gym, you know, I mean, I looked through my phone and stuff, and I saw quite a few celebrity men. 2 Chainz was the one that they showed most recently. He shows up at the basketball game, and the way how the man carrying purse, in pocketbook, and it really, really looked like a woman bag. And he was by himself. And he take him pocketbook and he put it under him foot so, under him chair so, and you know, and cross legs so. I mean, I said, no, ain't this some shit? Like, what happened? Brother, the pocketbook and the purse were always off limits. Everything, I want to go do next. Y'all gonna be out here in 2-piece bathing suits and y'all gonna be out here next in 2-piece bathing suits or the onesies. Me granny. Leave the women. Let them have some things for themselves. It's okay. We don't have to inner that. And you know what? I'm glad I never throw my baggy jeans them because I noticed that them a come back. Now man I start wear baggy jeans again. So I guess them not get tired of the tight pants thing. And now they've tried everything because that's how fashion is. Fashion rotates, right? What go away, come back again, and these kind of things. So soon or soon we can pull out some baggy jeans again. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning.
What going? Where say
What?
Talk to me, no man.
What you were saying is true. I remember I was going to school.
You have to talk up in the car morning.
I remember I was going to school. And in both America and Jamaica, the pants is so tight. And can't walk. It's like, it's ridiculous. I'm not just, yesterday, as I said, I see Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather, me see in a Ugg boots and tights.
Yeah.
Tight jeans.
Me see my son with purse.
Yeah.
When LeBron was playing.
That's called a purse.
I walk around with the tight shirt we attack. And purse and nails and
big plunging V-necks to reveal cleavage.
Skirts. I mean, you know what happening? Let's say it in a way. Certain community is introducing their ideas little by little into the mainstream in order to dilute the black man. Because you don't even see this much white men wearing this stuff.
Thank you.
It's mostly black men.
Thank you.
So what they need to do, what the people are doing, certain people, in order to corrupt and dilute our community and our men, because send them to prison. Now the next wave of them that aren't in prison, you gotta do something with them. So you gotta introduce them to certain things that are gonna make their women look at them sideways in order to perturb them. All the men them confused. Yeah, say I have 50 girl. Yeah, say I have a mansion. When you touch road, look more like a woman than a woman. What's going on?
Yeah.
You have your daughter, and your daughter go down with you, and your daughter say, oh, pass my my purse. Oh, sorry, I your own this. Really? Really?
No. Pop up in there, no one. We're not the ones.
Oh, pass the money.
Your daughter got to pass my purse, and you pass the wrong one. You hear, oh, that's not yours, that's mine. We have to laugh out them thing here but it's true. It's true. It's true. That's where we're at. I know it's not where we're heading, it's where we're at.
It's for me. We do it for actual culture. Why people joke about this stuff? We do it for real.
Me have two daughters. Me can't say me and my daughter them a fight over a purse. No, it's not yours. That's mine. Take me now, Jesus. Me done. Time to exit. But that's true you talk. Manners and respect. You're right on it. Yeah, and you know, let me thank you for that, because guess what? Certain things that you say the way you say it as a person that's calling in, me, the host of this thing, and I can't say it. I can only open the conversation and let whoever come to the table free speech and say what they want to say, as long as we're not disrespecting nobody. So I appreciate you greatly. Thank you.
All
right, brother. Listen. What say you're not talking? You touch your road looking more feminine than your woman. Hey, to each his own, right? Your man said, your daughter said, pass our purse, or you pass your purse. Oh, that's not yours, that's mine. Me have to laugh. Me have to laugh, because I come from an era that's very different. And yes, I'm a very open-minded person. I don't really watch people like that. I don't care what you want to do. Matter of fact, wild thing. Those of you who live in New York, you should know. Because New York are one of them places there. The UK is pretty much like that too. The ends where me used to venture upon. But New York, especially when you go to places like Manhattan, you go into the Village and these places. So I'm very open-minded, and I don't give a damn what nobody want to do. But when I see like the dad of a family, looking at certain I'm like, yo, let the women have some things for themselves, man. Yo, we don't have to share everything. We don't have to share everything. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo.
Morning, fam. What going?
Yeah, man.
Talk to him.
Me, a long time I talk about them things still, because watch it now. The man them take everything from you and you do that.
Yes, sir, the man them take everything from the one them.
Me know, let me tell you, the first thing when the man start to do is the clipping it. Let the people remember that. When you hear clipping,
bubbles and clip.
No, man, not the bubbles one, the flat one there. The flat one.
Yeah, they clip them.
That man is the real person.
Rotted. I didn't see that one there.
Yeah, man. You know the same thing that the man them start. The first thing when them start out here, clip. You look a flat clip then, and clip it on the bubble. See what I say?
So it's a long time them coming. It's a long time forwarding with this thing, yeah.
A long time them take time, all right. After that now, then them start to plot. Because plotting will start long time now.
When man plot up their hair and them something there.
I'm a long time that start. Maybe when like early 1980s when they done the plotting start. You see what I'm saying? They know, they bring it to tight pants, then transgender. Why you getting on this away and mash up?
Watch me. And here's the thing with me. You see that other community. Let's talk straight. You see the LGBTQ community. We already know what comes with that community, right? Like there are those that are flamboyant. Not all of them are, but them have a certain way where them dress and come off as trans and this and that. We understand all that. I know them me I talk about. They are removed from this conversation. I'm talking about just a regular man will like woman or say they like women, and even some of them have families, a wife and children and all this. And when them step out, it's like, where you going? Where are you going with that purse? Where are you going with that pocketbook?
Watch it now.
Yeah.
Remember, the one that we turn chance and brave them broke up,
The one, the what?
The man that we turn chance.
Yeah.
And brave them brave.
Yeah, man. Everybody feel living at them. Listen, everybody feel living at them truth, yeah, man. I'm not God, and I'm not here to direct nobody life. Me, I live my life, and me really don't want nobody tell me nothing neither. I'm just saying. So them can go do them thing. So you say I brave them brave.
Alright, if I do not tell this one,
brother, you must brave, man. If you foot them tough like back road and you're out here in a miniskirt and this, you must brave.
Yeah, that means that brave, the man is brave. Yeah. And not for the man there. We are hiding money because people say them in a closet, see? So you see the one now, they come with a handbag and you must see what you say. You must eat to the down from the book out in the really means day, but you must go.
Yeah, me understand what you're trying to say. I want to give you a joke. A couple of years ago, seeing an event I keep at Jamaica, and a brother was well-known toughest bad man thing in that area and thing. Now, people around there and couldn't tell him say him tongues did a show, and the man they have on G-string with with the little frilly something them on the side. Obviously, a woman panty. Seeing, and the people them got behind him and goes out with them phone and take picture and then put it on social media and quietly go about them business. But nobody never tell him say, yo, your mantis is showing. So me say Kaitaja Empress over here earlier said it's called a merce. Me say yes, them are called purse merce now, but they're also calling panties mantis. So man, I wear mantis, it look like from them time there. It's just a slow process unfolding.
And that you're trying to say.
Yeah.
So everything you have someone where in your real no piece of information handbag, but you will wear a shirt around the blue flag. Okay, understand that.
But a brother say him not gay. Him say him just like the softness of the material upon him skin and him.
know me right now. You know me. Eventually, no. So far. Because me, man, no. Me nah woman on social media. You know that you know.
See it.
And what's it now? You as a man of faith, man, and you see this person a pass in a frat and this and that, and we take it out. He's a man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, my brother attend me. Me and the man working at our building and fix up some apartments, you know? So we see this young girl, but me think you young woman, you tell everything a woman, brother. The man have flowers down here, the man have this, the man have on a blouse, the man have a woman bag, and we got the anything, you see me? So me, I want the man tell, let's say with the proof now, this.
It's a man.
Yeah, no, but what was it to me, you know? So you never know, say a man. No, you know. So me say, oh, you know. Boy, I know by the food. And the man have gone scarf, because of winter, the man have gone scarf, and the man say, you know by the man too. So me know, say, I don't know.
So you have a scarf to cover up the...
No. And the man tell me, say, because if the man never scarf, you know, me have to eat him, you know. Me think that woman never do that. That's the thing when me like about it flow.
Well, man, here what? Me no have no like or dislike about it, cause me no there road I look for nothing and nobody. Me no want to go in my car go cry and talk about I was following it around the grocery store, cause me thinks I want a big body girl, and then when we reach way up in front after half hour I trail it. I realize there's a man me I follow around. Me have to go in my car go cry now, so me no want to do none of that. I'm not looking at nothing. Yeah, so I go. You have to talk to a youth them here. Yeah, we have to prepare them. We have to prepare them, cause here what? Them a come up now, right? And when them see it, here what gonna happen now. After a while, it's gonna be like this. Oh well, it doesn't really matter anyways. It doesn't really matter anyways. Yeah.
Cause you what know? You see 150 years from now. Remember say Michael Jackson have 2 young boys but this insemination, see? And Kanye West have huge insemination and not more people. And like from 50 years, nobody never have to do a picture of insemination after 7 months when things up on.
Boy, I don't know. Don't know about that. But
well, me I tell you,
yeah. Me hear your opinion. Me hear it.
All right, yes, sir.
All right. Mother's here.
Respect.
All right, sir. Yeah. Well, know about that still, but yeah, I have a point. But yeah, man, listen, the woman them need to have some things to themselves, man. Leave them with their things. My wife have a whole heap of things, and I don't want none of them. she can't keep the whole of them. She's supposed to look at me and see somebody different from her homegirl, her bestie, her whatever the hell they're calling herself together. Yeah, I'm not your girlfriend. You can't. You know, so you're gonna get a man energy when you come across me. See? Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo. How you doing?
I'm doing good, fam. How you doing?
I'm good. The young man said, "You're passing my personal weight. That is your own." That was so funny. That was hilarious.
Imagine.
Yeah, that was crazy.
But then daddy and his daughter mixing up their purses.
I did this with my spirit cross. But it's actually a bit deeper than just the social. You know me already. So it's deeper than the whole social aspect. There actually is a plan to demasculate men, and it's not just Black men, it's across the board. They really want to demasculate men. And the point of demasculating men is just like back in the day, anytime they want to conquer a people, you slay the men and you enslave the women and the children. So rather than physically slaying the men, you just slay them on a hormonal level where testosterone is concerned. A lot of the foods we eat, a lot of things we put on our skin are called endocrine disruptors. And those endocrine disruptors mess with testosterone and increase estrogen. And that's on purpose. And that's why you see, even now, when a woman estrogen increase, it's hard for her to have kids. When a man estrogen is increased, he's more feminine. And he can be a heterosexual man, but still be more feminine, even in his behaviors.
Right.
Like a lot of us women say today, a lot of the men, I'm really talking about America in particular, because that's where we live, are not as masculine as they once were.
Yeah, even women are saying it, but I'm seeing it.
Yeah, you're seeing it.
Yeah.
You have a man who want a woman to mind them. You know what? A lot of them, yeah, it's true. They're laugh
out them together, but I said, me have to laugh out them together, but it is true.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
man.
You hear man say today, we are the prize. Man, let me say they're the prize. I was like, oh, okay. You know, them the prize. I was like, all right, wasn't aware of that. Thank you for the correction. But go put on your coat. When it comes to those endocrine disruptors, that is what is really causing the gender bender. Another thing, young mothers, stay away from formula. Baby formula is full of soy lecithin. Soy lecithin is estrogen.
Let's speak to right there. Don't move. Let's speak to the Jamaican or Caribbean crowd for a minute on that. What you just said. There is in Jamaica, them have what call again? Lasco.
Full of estrogen.
Full of estrogen.
Full of it.
Yes. I just wanted to say that. Full of estrogen.
Yes. So be careful what you feed your kids. All Lasco. Because before I said, oh man, you know, when you're young, you drink it. And when I said, let me look, because I have a son. Let me look at the ingredients. I said, nope.
Now you see how the Jamaican youth them come up now like overly emotional and really,
and that's why they're more murderous, because when men are more overly emotional, they're less logical. They don't think before they do things, and then they still have the testosterone, so they'll become dangerous. Right. And that emotion mixed with testosterone is dangerous, right?
Right.
So, and even when you look at, for me, I just observance. When I even look at the way Jamaican man built today, the young ones coming up. Them build different physically than the previous generation, your generation, the generation before. These young men look like toothpick can't snap. Honestly, they look so, I don't know, funky looking. They just look weak out. They don't look like that strong, sturdy man who eat yam and banana and drink his bush tea and sturdy and, you know.
They look like them can't protect nothing.
They can't protect nothing, and that's why everybody shoot, because nobody can fight and protect anything and build anything. And the skinny jeans and all them kind of stuff. And we, you know, our people love imported food. Y'all don't know what they put in that food. That wanna love imported food and imported chicken back, which is white man leftovers. You have no clue, because all the meat in America is GMO, most of it, unless you get it from the farm. I get mine from the farm. And the chicken in particular is packed with endocrine disruptors. So mind what you eat and you consume, especially men. All lotions, you better stick to shea butter, stick to natural oils. All of them sitting there full of endocrine. All the Irish Spring everybody love, full of endocrine disruptors. So be careful. That's why the man then is so feminine, and that won't turn off the woman, and that helps with this whole gender bender society they're going towards. Because men who are weak will not fight. And they'll go along with whatever the system plan is. They see them have a lot of plans, so that's it.
Damn, you took it there. Thank you.
I did.
I know. Once you call, thank you. All right. John. Listen, no man. The last one there. Wait, the fam. Cause you get a chance already. Hold on, I'll say some things before. I see you, but let's live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hey, SouFLo, I want to ask you something.
Yes, ma'am.
Like me now, I go to the spa once in a while. Get my nails cut. And clean them. Is that wrong?
Used a little too late to sterilize these 10 weeks.
What's right for you is right for you. That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm just asking because I have a truck. On the road for 3 weeks at a time.
If you want to pamper yourself, then there's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, okay. I don't want you to think of me.
No. No man, we talk. You know what's funny? What's funny? What's funny? We talked about hygiene yesterday, right?
Oh yeah, I was there.
All right, so we talked about hygiene yesterday. So we definitely not saying just carry yourself around dirty and tough looking and all that, but you still take care of yourself, pamper yourself every now and then and all that. But I mean, don't like, you know, to the point where
crazy.
yeah. All right, sir. You're plunging V lines and cleavage. All right, my brother, stay safe on the road. All right, cool. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo.
Good morning, fam. How you doing?
I'm doing well.
Talk
that
to us,
lady, facts. That's all I have to say. Have a great weekend.
All right, family.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Yes, she did. She spoke facts. We've had this conversation before, but these are things we need to revisit. And that's why I said stop right there. Because I wanted Jamaicans to hear, because Alaska a big something for our children, right? But I wanted them to hear. And then whoever is thinking beyond just right now, you will start to connect the dots. Like, yeah, but them youth here, them look different than the men before. They're growing different. Their attitudes different. Them more, just pay attention. Pay attention to what's going on. How the players set up, how things look now. I remember a long time ago, Capleton make a song. And the intro for the song was, he said, yeah, and they will smuggle it through the drinks, beer, and through the food. And him said so fast in going into the song. But as a youth, when it conscious, me catch all them things like beer that me used to listen to, seeing. And I was like, okay, so they must start smuggling through the drinks, through the beer, through the food, food supply, and da. You know, it start wise me up from then to be like cautious of what's coming in when me partake of and what I'm putting into my body and all this other stuff. So, but Lasco, I go Jamaica, I look on Lasco, and it sure as hell is a soy product, and it's a lot of soy that's in it, and then you add that to the rise of estrogen levels in a male, plus, you know, like she said, with his testosterone and overly emotional and unable to regulate those emotions, they act out. A woman is always more emotional than a man. You understand? That's just how a woman is built. If funeral are going, she'll probably gonna cry the loudest. In relationship argument, she probably gonna be more set off on everything. But those roles are changing, and it has changed. It has changed. So we have to pay attention to these things. This started out as men just leave the women with some things for themselves, please. But some laughing tonight. But there's a seriousness to it, actually. Yeah. we laugh and we take serious thing, make joke, but there is a seriousness to it. So again, let's go full of hormones. Lasco. Let me just say Lasco. Every mother me hear out of Jamaica, that's the first thing she talk about when she talk about baby food. She talk about Lasco. Jamaica me there and pick you up and look upon it. And me I say, yep. And this has been for a while now. See? Me never grew up with them something there. I wasn't fed that when I was growing up. I didn't even know what that was, honestly. People are going to be like, you're not a real Jamaican because you never know where Alaska is. No, I didn't know what it was. Clarendon, which part I come from, where I get bush tea from, with little. Where I drink Cersei from, with little. You understand? Them crush up with food and give it from, with little. Like me yellow yam used to get crushed up. Me cocoa, dasheen, breadfruit, all these things used to get crushed up. Anything them I eat it too. We grow our own meat. And them crush it up and give you until you're big enough and don't need your food crush up no more. So these are the foods that I grew up on from day one. Nobody never fixed no buckle, give me and shake up buckle with no Lasco in it and all these things. I didn't get that. But it is the go-to. The Lasco package says not to be substituted for breast milk. Well, them no business. Lorraine Blair Baker says the Lasco package actually says it's not to be substituted for breast milk, but them no business. Them not read it. Just like how they don't read any more newspaper printed online, them not take the time to read the newspaper. They just them just shortcut. They go to the comment section and see what everybody else has say and move on to the next topic. They're not reading. We're in a world now where it's quick results is everything. I heard one young lady say, "Me cook which part? My kitchen never work. I never know if it work. I never know if my stove work. Me fi cook Burger King and KFC up and every day." And I was like, "Me fi cook Burger King and KFC up and every day." She never said Miss Matty cook shop up and every day, because you know Miss Matty, Jamaica have some beautiful cook shop where you can actually get real food if you don't feel like cooking. There's one in a thing that we have to big up down a Westmoreland way. The people them grow the food in at the back, and it's that same food them come cook in front of you on real fire, right? And wifey would have to tell you like which part that one there is. It's not middle quarters. But every time we go there, is a joy. And early in the morning, them start out. It's run by a whole family, wife, husband, and the picnic them. Everybody work in there, and it's at the front of the house. Them lay out everything, and pan them land in the back. Your food coming straight out the earth. So me don't know about this. Me fi cook and KFC and Burger King up every day. Miss Matty cook shop up every day too. But hey, to each his own. And hey, let me say this one more time because people get offended and take stuff out of context. The LGBTQ community is not a part of this conversation. I'm talking about people who just follow all kind of trends and just run with all kind of trends and just leave the woman them to have some things for themselves, right? As my answer you up live on the air with SouFLo, hello. I did answer. All right, call back, please. I will accommodate that one call because you called back. You called a couple of times, and the brother that was calling before, the young man that was calling before, you can call back as well. I mean, you just want to get some things out before the phone call them coming in and stuff. So while we're upon that, all right, here we go. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Morning, SouFLo.
Morning, fam. What going?
There, can you hear me loud and clear?
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear. Let me turn this up a little bit louder.
All right. I just want to say, big up on the Bob Marley straight up. I like to look,
Manners.
Positive energy now, man. Just want to say best up to everybody on the weekend, or come up and everybody just do safe. From where they more calling, but you're so busy with the work,
Yeah, we know that. Go already too.
I just want to touch on the situation with Queen Ifrica. As most of the video and everything, and I think she makes some very good points, but oftentimes I feel like I don't want to say it's easy for me blame, because it's like sometimes these are the leaders of the country.
Yeah.
And in truth and in fact, Jamaica has been like this for many years.
Right.
And Juliet Holness now just take up a situation and turn it over that justice for women and all these stuff would be better. It takes time, and it also should be on the Prime Minister as well to go in Parliament and pass certain laws and acts, because we see a start within a SouFLo. And just for example, I can't remember the number, but when we come up with that, I'm going to try to find it up and send it away. You would have to, for example, 5,000 children were reported of like crimes against them. And out of the 5,000, for example, like 1,000 would have been raped,
Yeah.
And I remember I said, so what? And I told myself, you have 1,000 men in Jamaica commit these acts against children, just out of the 5,000, for example, So that's 1,000, out of 5,000. Then the next 1,000 would be like having sex under the age of 16. And I said to myself, so what? You have people in Jamaica, 1,000 they will have, So it's like you have these criminals out there in terms of rapists and all these people who just roam free.
Yeah.
And because you don't have like a sex registry or all these type of stuff, you have a man who probably, police knows it is a well known whatever in the community. But guess what? There's not enough evidence against him. Or even if there was enough evidence against him, I know the Jamaica justice system work where police probably not file the report properly, go court, and he get off on technicality. So you have much gender the community are own for your own children where him can free to do anything. Why would have no laws in place to say, oh, this man must do this?
All right, so check it. All right, so check it. You open up the segment now about the Queen Ifrica part, so I'm gonna go right into that. No. All right. So what y'all say, and then I will start off the Queen Ifrica part. I may have some things. I really have some things to say about this part.
And the next thing is, I feel like two more things. What the young man name when they get killed recently, the King Youth. The youth didn't have mobile and they're driving a mother car and killing a cutting throat.
The little youth. Yeah. King.
Last name, I don't really hear the updates and that. And not only that, there's so many other cases like that where, we don't really get much updates. And the last thing, the Kamala Harris something, and it's the guy social, that's on the weird. It's just weird.
Yeah, we're going to touch about all of them though. And it is weird. All right, Mana's here.
Yeah.
All right, brother. All right. We're not taking no calls for a minute. Let's hear what Queen Ifrica had to say. So the brother start off the segment, right? We're telling her already somebody did reach out to Queen Ifrica. She didn't answer me back, but I'm a person that talk a lot and do different topics, and sometimes some people name get called in on the topic and them don't like it because of the way how I might have said what I said. So when I reach out to them, that's why I listen. People always say, SouFlo, how come you don't just work with this person and that person and that person? And enough people me did try to reach out to before, right? As the platform grew, I would reach out to people. The funny thing is, I would see these people doing interviews on a channel that had like 5,000 subscribers. That like, you consider yourself such a big star, right? But you would do an interview on a channel that has 5,000 subscribers at a time when my channel had 50,000 subscribers. They'll still do an interview on a channel that have 20,000 subscribers today when my channel have over 200,000 subscribers. So I started feeling like, yo, there's something more to this. I'm not talking no negativity towards the country. I'm not pushing no foolishness. I'm not co-signing stupidity. And they're still not gravitating towards. So I started to look at it different. Like, okay, the ones that reach out, reach out. The ones that don't reach out, or when reach back out when I reach out to them. I don't consider myself too big to reach out to anybody. So I will reach out to people. They don't answer, but them answer other people, right? And it's a small world. So you know people and you see things and you're like, damn, okay, all right. Well, you know what? I'll just cut my own lane, flex in my own space, and it doesn't really matter. So she was one of them that I did speak of in a certain way where I was like, yo, what kind of kiss ass something that what she just did? Now, I want you to hear and see first where this is coming from this morning, and then we'll go into.
That's all right, man. I just one of them things there. It's wicked and terrible and ugly and Andrew Holness and Juliet. You have youth in a Juliet. So I say, step from back of Andrew, man. And come from the front line, come see mothers like them here, man. So I say, and come feel what them a feel in our country where them love. So I say, how comfortable so. It's so nice for honor to every day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Be a girl that come up rape and dead and the whole hour good and alright. And some of the Jamaican woman too. We sit them up in an uptown in an echelons of society. And I look at you and talk about it now, come up there. And one Jamaica, you know, we can walk from any uptown community. We can walk from anywhere in Jamaica. Our ancestors them used to walk through the hills them from St. Thomas, from Montego Bay. So we can walk go anywhere. We want to say, we want to walk come out the gate, come turn up and ball. And make them see how belly pain really feel. We want to see some woman uptown will have powers to come and use up the social media space and talk on behalf of mothers like them here. And stop calling them poor people and your business that. You see what I say? Look, this look like somebody where you are you to come dead. See a man use. And you see only dirty man in Jamaica We just want to see girls because them sexy and look good. I want to feel like so we just can have sex with them and do what we like with them. And the moment them probably just say them want them rights, we don't feel like so we can kill them and just walk off with it. I just choose Jamaican woman asleep, you know. I remember saying none of them are never no fool, you know. You see what I say? So we want every mother, you know, to just know saying our time to protect the picnic them, you know. I make them stop call with slut and whore and dirty woman, you know. You understand what I say? Because I read the slut and the whore, them all on push out, you know. You see what I say? I'm disappointed in a Jamaican man. And me soon I deal with woman like you never love woman, you know. I mean, I see a man and stand up to Jamaican woman, you know. The whole of us have the youth, them have sodomize them out and turn them in a beer hole. And beer nasty, they gonna tell them, say, all right, we them prostitute, you know. And some of them want to come call all the youth, them prostitute, and all want to come judge or Donnelly them when they see them think they reach them like I talk about a money man they love. And I think they love things make them think they happen to them.
All right. If you want to watch that again, you can watch that on the Observer, and I'm using that under the Fair Use Act just to facilitate a conversation and to have people hear what was said so I can break down certain aspects, certain parts of what was said. All right. Listen, I've been saying for the longest, for years now, that Queen Ifrica is one of them that could have used her voice more. Seeing probably that's why she didn't respond to me. But anyhow, to see her like that yesterday, saying all the things I thought she could have been saying, nothing happened before its time. Everything is in divine order, but I felt empowered. I'm a woman, and I felt empowered when she spoke yesterday. You are Queen Ifrica, Fire Mama. Your voice travels far and wide. You have a platform, right? When you come out and step out on the front line and be vocal, that's one thing. But when you are specific and you actually, as a woman, call out to another woman, because it means a man, and me say, Juliet, come out from behind Andrew and come on the front line and come stand up with the woman them. How you feel so comfortable and you know see what go on with the woman and the girls them. You know, people can backlash, can turn that around right away. Listen how you talk to the woman, look how you're addressing somebody's wife. I probably saw you talk to your wife too. You know them like to turn around stuff by you, right? And all that. But when a woman comes out and speak to another woman, it's like, hey, sister, we sisters, help us. Come out here and help defend us. You have a platform. Come out from behind your husband. You can be something powerful as well for us, an advocate for us. I never really seen her out there on the front line. Come out here, come stand up with these mothers. I think Noel Maitland went to court yesterday. I'll cover that on another video. Noel Maitland went to court yesterday, and the court get held up because paperwork not in place. So it's now prolonged until I think June or something like that. I'll give you a proper update. But Donnelly's mother was out there along with other mothers, and that's what Queen Ifrica was saying. Look on the woman good. She never raised her daughter for man come murder her off and dash her away like she had nobody and all these things, right? Come out here and stand up with these mothers that are going through it. And you want way one Jamaica, you know, you want we march, come up because we can walk go anywhere. You want we can walk go up in any uptown community. You want we walk come up on the gate. If you've been following SouFLoTV for the longest, what's one of the things that I told them to do? What's one of the things I tell them to do? I say walk, go up at them community. Oh, SouFLo, insight, yeah, try insight, rioting in the country. I send the people them go up which part, Andrew them live on up at them uptown community. I've been saying that. Been saying that. Once you start to make them uncomfortable, they will start to come out and they will start to speak on your behalf. But them well comfortable. Because every time when you gather up down the road, when you gather up which part me live. So I'm closed off from you. In reality, I can change the channel and I don't have to hear none of this shit that you're talking about, right? Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning.
Talk, man. Talk to it.
Yeah, I was calling before to say, I was drinking Lasco this morning, you know.
You that drink Lasco this morning?
Oh my God. So we can't drink it again, I guess.
Yeah.
But I listened to what Queen Ifrica had said little before the live started. And I was like, this is the right message. I mean, as I was saying, we have to take our voices to Andrew. Go to his house. Hold
on. Again, not to cut you off, but let me get this out before I forget. I've been saying this for 7 years now, and not one of them ever say, yo, you hear what the youth SouFLo say over there, so? Not one of them. And I've been saying this loud, and I got a whole heap of backlash from Jamaica. First it was I hate Jamaica. Then it was me never have nothing good to say about Jamaica yet. Then it was I'm an agent for some foreign country that was put to destroy Jamaica's image. Then it was go suck your mother. Then it was all of the above, right? And I never stopped, and I kept on saying exactly what Queen Ifrica been saying. And here they are now saying what I have been saying. And I've always said, yo, you could have jumped on my platform a long time and strengthened my message. Yeah, I don't want fame out of it. I want changes. I want fundamental changes that will make the place better for our future generations to come. Make changes now that will benefit us now, yes, but make changes that will remain there, fundamental changes that will make the place better for our future. Because all this stuff that we woo-hooing and being reactive about, instead of everybody, oh, next one dead, cry again, next one dead, cry again, next one dead, cry again. How many times are we going to do that? Until we start making some fundamental changes, this is the same thing that's going to keep happening again and again and again and again.
So, and I know they wouldn't. We don't like to promote the truth in our own community in Jamaica.
Right.
And even amongst black people, even when we talk the truth, they beat us down for talking the truth, and later down the road, them turn around and say the same thing we said and don't give us any credit for it. So it's just a part of the mentality.
And that's weird.
What I'm saying is that we have to put it in their faces that this is an issue. Go to our leaders, stand for them, protest, march. When in America, when the Republican want march against Kamala, them go deport people at Kamala house. Again, when review was overturned, they went to the justice's house and protested and stand up in front. Make themselves, remind the leaders, why they're there. You were not appointed by no God, no church, God believe in that. Right. No God never put you here. Even though God is ensured, but you're serving us. Right. You're not serving yourself. And I like what she said. It really impacted when she said it.
Yeah.
Come from behind Andrew.
Come from behind Andrew.
Or you're so comfortable as stand up behind her husband. Right. Every time you want to pick your head on the corner, you say something.
And she said, you have children too. You're a Jamaican woman that have children too. So you should, this should be hitting home to you. You know what I'm saying? This should be hitting home to you. You're a Jamaican woman just like the other Jamaican mothers who are losing their children like that. And you have children too, just like they do. This should be hitting home to you.
It should be such the most important thing on her lips, but it is so far from it.
Right.
Never once have I seen her come out and say, even imagine it, and it's another funny thing too. The same people who those establishmentarians criticize like spies, themselves do women empowerment. And Juliet she is the model woman for our country, and she herself won't even do it as the first lady of our country.
Right.
And she leave it to a spies who them cuss out and say whatever, to have her own foundation.
Right.
So what it says about you as the leader, as the model woman for our country, what are girls supposed to look up to? A woman who says, oh, whatever, uncle and husband, and then when a girl dead and the mother is wailing, you just stand up behind her husband and just hide and just
go quiet.
She called me name. No, that's not right. You need to stand up for us.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you.
All
right. Listen, shout out to Cinnamon Toast Cinnamon. I appreciate you greatly. She says, thank you for respecting and listening to other people's perspective. I'm really digging your channel. I appreciate it. Right. I don't know everything, so I definitely have to listen to others, and listening to other people give you a different perspective to look at things from. You can't just be seeing stuff one way, you know. So with great respect to everybody who has an opinion, as long as it doesn't come with a disrespect, it's well respected and my ears are open. Somebody said homegrown food. But yes, back to Queen Ifrica now. So to see Queen Ifrica finally actually call a name of somebody that is prominent, like that caller just said, this is the mother woman for our country. He wasn't saying mad woman. He was saying the mother woman for our country. To see her finally straight up address her, I was like, yes. That was like two guns came out and she was like, target. You, I'm talking to you. Me love that. I love that. There was no hiding, no beating around the bush, no talking about some of them people here and some of them sit up high in them high places and we're wondering, well, who she really talk to, right? Call out who needs to be called out. That way, when you call them out and they don't do anything, they don't respond, then we can hold them accountable. And we can say, yo, big Queen Ifrica call you out. You can't miss that. It was front page news even. And then other people reiterated it. You can't miss it. And you still did nothing, woman. So, and then you hold them accountable. To close off that segment, I'll say this. I've seen somebody say in the comment section that Jamaican people are scared to unite for positive change or whatever. I think the people are so beaten down. Like, listen, UIC, new party, fresh new vision. Seems like it could work. Looks like a vehicle that's not moving. Back to the regular old stuff again. JLP, PMP, same coin, different sides. So the Jamaican people are beaten down. They're like, yo, from my grandmother, great grandmother days till now, it's the same cycle, the same thing, and no matter what we do, we never get what we want. It's the same people pulling the same strings. We might as well just go with what we have and just accept what we're given. And that's a messed up place to be in. That is the reason why our murder rate is so high. That's the reason for all the disrespect and self-hate and all that, because people start feel hopeless, and hopeless people do drastic things. You understand? Things don't frig up already, so I might as well just go with the friggery and promote the friggery and live the friggery, and then, you know, it's all messed up. So I hope that Juliet Holness actually heard Queen Ifrica's message. There's no way she can't hear this. No way. If she didn't hear it, our assistant should be passing this to her. It's on a major platform. Yeah, in Jamaica, you have the Observer, you have the Gleaner, and you have the Star. Them three there. Now we have Loop and others, but Gleaner, Observer, and Star are three platforms that have stood from when till now. And that's where she's at saying all this. So there's no way she cannot hear this. And I hope she actually acts on it. Somebody is going to say, like one of the callers said earlier, I don't know if Juliet can step out from behind Andrew and do anything to make any kind of changes. Yes, she can. Yes, she can. She's the person to do it. She's the person to do it. When these people are going through their things and they see those who are elected to lead and those who are in positions of power paying no attention to their struggles, paying no attention to what they're going through, it's disheartening, discouraging, and it makes them feel like I don't even need to put up no fight because girl get raped or woman get raped. Well, it don't make no sense me go complain to nobody because nothing really happened anyway. And you know, whenever you need the first lady out there on the front line to say, listen, this country right here will be it's like in the state of Florida. You could come here if you want to and play games with women and children if you want to, but I guarantee you that if you get caught up in this system here, you're probably gonna have to run. Me know a man will come here and I run them off a run we go our next state. Why? Because there was a woman here one time that set this in place, and her name was Janet Reno, and she set this rotted in place. And they actually used to call this the hangman state because man looked like women had so much rights here and were so well protected here in children that men started leaving. Make Jamaica that kind of place where you as a leader with so much power stand up for these women and speak in the faces of these people who are willing to abuse and neglect them and dash them well like garbage so they know. And then influence your husband through on a bedroom, bedtime, pillow talk conversation, dinner table conversation, baby, you know, so we have to do something about this. We can't just go like this. I mean, I'm a mother and I have children. You know, we are privileged to be able to be protected all the time and we live nice life and all these things. But I understand that there are a lot of our citizens, women, the backbone of our country or our nation. None of women can have no picnic. None of us men can have no picnic. The woman them can borrow sperm from overseas and breed. None of we can have no picnic. So in order for us to go forward, right, them women here need protection. Them need an advocate. Them need somebody in a position of power to stand up on their behalf and to work laws into power that will benefit them for the long run, girls and women. I've been through this before. The child molesters registry is private, secret. You know, you're protecting rapists and child molesters. Like, there are so many things that are in place that need to be changed in order for our women to be treated better and for us to have a better future concerning how women are treated in our society. Of course, we can go and say, boy, some of them women don't even respect themselves neither, because you can't see what them choose for themselves. Gunman in she hole, she like that. A gunman make my panty shift and all that. But all that is learned behavior. It's just a destructive, learned behavioral pattern that's perpetuated upon them, and then it is promoted as you, as a big woman now, who is that, the first lady of the country. You can change all that around. You can change all that around. You have the power to do it. And you have the most powerful man in the country in your pocket. When wifey said, listen, at this, unlock leg pan you at night time. Watch how fast him go over there. I say, hey, let's put this before the house today and let's see if we can pass this, write up this and pass this. That's how it works. That's how it works. So don't just sit up there and be like, yes, my husband is prime minister. My family good. I'm all right. You can do way more than that. You can do way more than that. Vicky Victor say, you mean in our bed? She have him in our bed. She have him in our pocket. She have him. She have his ear. Me and you can't go talk straight to Andrew. I have ideas, but I can't get to the prime minister. She can get to him. She can get to him. Crystal G says, who says they're together? Come on now. Where y'all go with that loose argument there about who says they're together? They're together. A husband and wife. Anyhow, moving right along. So shout out to Queen Ifrica for that, for standing up. And then when Mama step out with the red on top, you know, the red on top means fire. It means I have a message to deliver today. I have something powerful to say. That means a fire blaze up today is what the red on top mean. Red, gold, and green. And sometimes you put the green on top. Sometimes you put the gold on top. Sometimes you put the red on top. I don't know if y'all know it, but when the red on top, that means a fire message I come out today. She was appropriately in all black with her red on top. She came out with a message and she delivered it and she never missed. I'm like that. Please continue that. And we need more of her type to step out and be specific and say that. Nobody come talk to we in a parables, right? Don't come talk to we in a parables. Come speak straight out. Let me close this segment before we go into the Kamala Harris husband kissing the president's wife, Jill Biden, in her mouth. Before we go into that, let me close this out by saying this. Now is the time. There is no other time. That's it. Take that how you want it. On to this now. We have what? 45, we have 15 minutes left. Kamala Harris' husband, Doug Emhoff, kisses Jill Biden, Joe Biden's wife, smack dead in the mouth. I also found a picture of her kissing Jeff Bezos, Amazon guy, the same way. So people are having a conversation around this. Watch the face of weird things are going on. And I heard a rumor one time, and I quickly defended Kamala Harris because I said, because of who it was coming from, first of all. It's one of those people that Trump's gonna win again. He's gonna get 4 terms. And I was like, yeah. And then they said that after. And I was like, why are you degrading that woman like that? But it was a talk about swinging couples and how she swung her way into the White House and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, it hurts your feeling to see a Black woman with so much education and expertise and experience in what she's doing and this and that. And then I said this weirdness here happen. And it kind of like solidified what the grapevine rumor mill was saying before. Like, you have to think of how inappropriate this was. This wasn't done in a back office meeting. This was not done in a place where someone would have to steal a picture of it and show it to the public. And we have to say, when this happened, this was done on Front Street. This was done for everybody to see. And everything that these people do is always done calculatingly, right? So how the hell did we reach here? And the way in which she did it. And then, the man does act like this is, oh, let me see. Watch it. This is New York Post. Y'all could go over there and watch it. Watch it again. So, what was behind this? What was behind this? The article says Jill Biden and Doug Emhoff, they share a strange kiss. This is at the State of the Union. The State of the Union. Smooch of the Union is what they're calling it. First Lady Jill Biden and Second Gentleman Doug Emhoff, this is the husband of Kamala Harris, locked lips as they greeted each other with a kiss before the president's State of the Union address on Tuesday. Her husband is about to go speak, State of the Union, address the nation, and she does kiss the vice president's husband square dead in his mouth. The footage captured Jill Biden shaking hands as she made her way across through the crowd. It was kind of like, hi, get out my way, move. I'm trying to get to Doug. And then she gets to Doug and she stretches out. Still frame, that same picture. See that? Tell me that's not weird. Tell me that is not weird. To all the ladies them in here, if your husband kissed his coworker like this, would you be okay? And to all the men in here, if your wife made her way through the crowd and got to a coworker and kissed him like that, would you be okay? That's super weird. Jill Biden and Doug Emhoff share a kiss at the State of the Union. The two of them grabbed hands. That I think, they didn't just kiss, they grabbed hands. And he was holding her hand, she was holding his hands. And then after them kiss, they smiled, then they embraced. Somebody says this appears to be a well-rehearsed kiss. Why the hell would you be rehearsing this? You know what happened in a rehearsal, right? You have to repeat and repeat and repeat till you get it perfect. I don't know. Is Joe Biden like not present? Is Joe Biden like under meds? Is Alzheimer's kicking in? Dementia kicking in? What's going on? Like, is he not able to recognize And they're like, oh, we're just practicing, Joe, for State of the Union. Okay, so we're going to have to do it again. This time we need to hold hands like Wagwan. Jill forgot she's married. Well, Kamala Harris' husband must have forgot he's married too. The pair continued to hold hands in a moment after the cozy display. After them kissing up, they continued to hold hands as she positioned herself on the other side of him. Like a fear her husband. Kamala, I'll take him because Joe ain't working out no more. Like that, just switch out husband. No one in the immediate vicinity seemed fazed by the kiss. Yeah, that's a lie. That's a lie. One thing about black people is this: we speak without speaking. Okay? May I show you something? That's a lie about no one within vicinity of the kiss. Where's it at? Please give me this lady. Okay. That's too. Sister girl was looking at them like, watch this, watch this. You're gonna have to really look, right? But pay attention to this sister right here. What's she look like? Her face look like, I don't know what the hell going on around here. Just some weird shit. But I'm gonna just go ahead and mind my business because I don't want my checks to be affected. Yep, they just did it. That's exactly. Tell me that ain't what her face looked like. Her face looked like, I'm smiling, but I'm not smiling. This is some weird shit. They're talking about nobody was phased. Nobody was phased. Hold on there. They're talking about nobody was phased. That is the oh shit face. That is the pardon my language. That's the pardon my language. That is the fuck going on around here. This is some weird shit. That's that face. But they didn't care. Thank you. Bro Shaka said her face is saying, what the fuck? In her mouth, man. In his mouth. And the way how, yo, you have to watch the whole video because the way how the first lady, like, she was like getting everybody out the way. You know, like when the football players be coming out the tunnel for Super Bowl and stuff, and they're like 5, 5, 5, 5, or when boxers going into the ring for a match, they like are wrestling, they're like 5, 5, 5, just get everybody quick 5 on both sides, and then got to, here's Doug. Reaches out for him, grabs both hands, stretch out her long neck. A passionate kiss, that you know. I wonder what Kamala feels about this. Now here's the conversation. There's a lot of conversation around this. And this is on New York Post. I'm going to read this directly from New York Post for you. ET says, true story. Joe and Jill, Joe Biden and his wife Jill, they met when Jill's husband was campaigning for Joe in the early 70s. Jill would babysit sometimes for Joe's kids. They started hooking up on each other's spouses. One day, while out driving, Jill's husband's Corvette, Joe crashed into another driver. Joe left his info, but stiffed the guy on the repair bill. Months later, the guy showed up at Jill's husband's place of work, demanding payment. And that is how Jill's husband found out about the affair. What a wonderful family. Jeffrey Hardin says they're quite strange, especially the relationship between Hunter and his brother's widow and the shower thingy with Ashley and the manner he and Jill hooked up in. The only one I think that had any sense and seemed on the up and up was Bew, and he died. What I find really disgusting is the manner in which the Biden family is treating Hunter Biden and his stripper girlfriend's daughter. This family is openly hostile to a child who is innocent in all of this. So he has a daughter. Joe Biden's son has a daughter by a stripper. He had an affair with a stripper, and the stripper decided to keep the pregnancy, and he had an affair with the stripper, and a baby came out of it. Now you know, most females are gonna be like, throw away what? You from the upper echelons of society. Your daddy is president or vice president at the time, whatever. I'm keeping this baby. I don't give a damn. You go pay me child support and whatever, but I'm keeping this baby. So she decided to keep the baby even though he wanted to abort the baby because he didn't want no baby with no stripper. And now that she has the baby, this man is going to court to actually, this is what he's asking the judge. He's asking the judge to forbid the mother to give the child his last name. He doesn't want the child to have the last name Biden. Now, I've never seen no strange shit like this, that you can go to court and actually ask the judge to give, not give, make it wrong, illegal, some way on paper, bar the mother of your child from giving. First, he denied it was his, and then DNA test says it's yours, and now you're in court asking a judge to stop her from giving the child your last name. This is real. I thought it was fake at first. It's real. I saw him say it because they asked him, well, why would you not want your child to have, do you know how callous that sounds? Every man wants their child to have their last name. Why are you going to court to get your child to not have your last name? And he said, things are going to be very difficult for that child if that child is to carry the Biden's last name. I saw him, that's how he worded it, right? Things are going to be difficult for that child because, you know, the mother is a stripper, and of course, of who my family is. I was like, what is this man talking? But basically, there's no sense to it. There's no sense to it. He just does not want to be associated with a child that came from a stripper. I'll pay you some money, long distance, child support, and don't put my name on that child. That's it. Which I thought was just nasty. The fact that you got up this morning, dressed yourself as a grown man, went to court, appeared at a scheduled court date simply to ask a judge to bar the mother of your child from giving your child your name. A child that is proven to be yours. A child that you denied for the longest was yours. And then the brother that married his dead brother's widow, like, it's a lot of strange stuff going on in there. I don't know. Like, is this a religious thing for them? What religion are they from? Are they Mormons? Is this something that happens in the Mormon community? Like, there is a part in the Bible where somebody did get married to somebody who is very biblical. Know the Bible back and forth, can help me out with this. That somebody got married to or took on his brother's widow after his brother passed away or something like that. So I don't know if they're trying to replicate biblical scriptures or whatever. It's weird. My brother passes away and I marry his widow. Strange. Live on the air with SouFLo and our last call for the morning. Wagwan.
Morning.
Talk to me.
I think you're talking. I don't know if it's Esau or who. You were talking from the Bible or something.
Something in the Bible, you remember like that. Like a man ended up with his brother's widow and took her as a wife after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The father wanted him to get a different daughter, but the father tricked him and gave him something like that. But she's Italian. Jill Biden is Italian last time I checked, and she kissed Bezos like the same way, but it was on the cheek, like, but it was close to the mouth.
Wait. She did what? No. I have a close up of the Bezos one. It was dead on the mouth. I went and I looked it up this morning, and I took a picture of it, and it was right on the mouth. It wasn't close to the mouth. It was on the mouth. Somebody said, Tyson Thompson says, morning, bro. Nah, you're wrong. A basketball player did it before. I'm not calling his name. You could call his name. Ain't nobody, I mean, no big deal, but did what before?
But yeah, family,
you're right.
The family, it's set up very strange.
Okay, listen. So hold on. So she kissed Jeff Bezos twice, right? The first kiss, and I have both the kisses here. The first kiss was on the side of the face. You know when people kiss two sides of the cheek, it's like the first kiss was on the side of the face, and the second kiss, instead of going to the other side of the cheek, went mouth to mouth. So that could be looked at as oops, a mistake or whatever. That's why a man can't come kiss my wife. You're not kissing my wife, and she don't kiss people like that. We don't greet like that. It's not our thing. We bump fists and we might throw hug, but not no damn kiss on no both cheeks and kiss on face. Next thing you know one of them funny ones. You know when you buck somebody up in the hallway and it's like oh my bad, okay, and we're going the same way kind of thing. Next thing you kiss on awkward moment.
It's weird, but I realize that a lot of older white people from certain cultures, and they're Catholic, by the way.
They're Catholic.
That's
the first kiss,
Catholic.
and then that's the second kiss down here, and the second kiss down here was dead on the mouth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You see it, but it's not. I don't think it's the biggest thing, but I don't think it's bad. They asked Kamala about it. I was reading an article. They asked her what the day after. It's a Hispanic television station, Unitally, something like that. And they're asking her during the break about it, and she just skipped over the whole thing. Like the guy
they asked Kamala Harris about it.
Yeah, they asked her. I was in an article where they asked her about the kiss, and she just went right to what Jill did in Ukraine. Oh, she went to Ukraine, and imagine asking about something. I'm like, what do you think about the kiss between Jill
your husband and
so yesterday? And she's just like, well, you know, Jill went to Ukraine, and Jill had she met Zelensky, you know, and she just skipped the whole thing. She didn't interact. I don't think I was reading the articles. I'm not sure there's a video, but they were saying in the break, reporter asked her about it, and she just completely omitted any semblance of any kiss.
Because what else is she gonna say? She can't say nothing. The only thing a woman could say in this situation is either, I don't know why that happened. Maybe they meant to kiss on the cheeks, and you know sometimes you just mistakenly end up kissing on the lips. But you know, and then throw a little humor in there. But Jill's a clean person, and or something like that. I laugh it off. What else she gonna say? And the way how they were holding hands after the kiss, how she explained that.
And for me, this is another show of, I don't know, maybe a demeaning or a belittling of Kamala as a person. We haven't seen her for a long time.
Right. She's been in the hiding, right?
In the White House. They kind of sneak out under the carpet, because I feel like, though, this election coming up, they're afraid that maybe if Kamala rises again, talk too much on the stage again, that people in their own party might say, make sure instead of Joe. And they keep on hiding her, sneak around place, go buy a solo speech, come back inside. She hasn't been on TV for weeks. And I think it's a part of that not being able to really voice your opinion. You're under a person.
Right.
But that's the position.
That's the position of a vice president anyway. A vice president is there to back the president up on the president's policies. The vice president is not there to disagree with the president and fight the president. That's their position. So
yeah, but
she play her role.
You would think that the first black female vice president went to a HBCU, was the AG of California, was a district attorney, was a senator from California. What's so accomplished that you go in one house to go hide and make my kiss husband on the lips?
Yeah,
and about it?
They don't care nothing about none of that. They don't care anything about any of that. They don't care about her past. They don't care about HBCU. They don't care about any of that. Your position is it's like a shell position. You sit there just in case the president bites the bullet or kicks the bucket. We can put you in quickly. Somebody else stand in until we figure out who we really want in, and that's about it. She don't really have a voice under him, and she was there for other reasons as well. Women are empowered, then women of color, and this and that. The political agenda thing, sway the crowd this way and get the votes in, and let's be honest, and then that's that. But shout out to her. She worked her way to the top. Even if it's swinging, she still worked her way to the top. We're gonna leave it right there. So, all right, later here. All right. Yeah, she worked her way to the top, even if I that. But here what? End of the day, I don't understand this. They were holding hands for too long after poor Joe. I don't know if y'all saw a speech that Joe Biden did, and when Joe Biden got off the stage, he turned to handshake somebody that wasn't there. And then you heard across the other side. First of all, he exited the stage the wrong way. Them said stage exit this way, and everybody kept exiting that way. Joe done gave him like a speech, and he turned the wrong way and went to shake somebody's hand that wasn't there, and he actually did the whole like this. And then you could hear somebody over here on the other end of the stage saying, "This way, Joe. Joe, this way." And I was like, are things okay? Because the man are shake. If me turn on, I don't see nobody there, I'm not shaking no hand. You just didn't see anybody there. So you quickly correct yourself and be like, oh, this way. All right. And go off at the stage. No, he turned and nobody there. And he still extended his hand. And then he did like this, like the invisible person shook it. And you heard, Joe, this way, Joe, this way. And then he went that way. I don't know. Maybe Joe didn't even recognize that his wife did that. Just saying. I work in with the geriatric population, and I can tell you that a certain type of people at a certain level or age group, a lot of them have some kind of issue going on. Some slightly, and then some severe. You know what I'm saying? So it's not far-fetched that's what he was sleeping. It's not far-fetched that anything could be happening cognitively here, where him just never see the kiss or nothing. Maybe if Joe saw the kiss before his speech, it wouldn't have been no speech. He probably would have had to take it back to his, because they be having flashbacks and start throwing punches and so maybe it was good he didn't see it. Headline would have been, Vice President's husband whoops president's ass after kissing wife in the mouth. We don't know. Big scandal. Anyhow, this is it for us for this morning. Big up on yourself. Matters and respect. His gate is off. His gate is off. For those of you who don't know what a gate is, it's the way you walk. And they're saying that his gate is off. He never used to walk like that before. And certain diseases come with a change of gait. The shuffling starts, and missteps and shakiness and all that. Anyways, we're going to leave this right here for today. Big up on yourself. Look out for my videos over the weekend. It'll be like Jamaican vlog videos, us in Jamaica. And have a wonderful weekend, man. Surround yourself with people that you love, people that you know love you. And it's okay to be by yourself if you're not sure who they're around you. Don't put people around you that raise up your blood pressure and have you paranoid and not feeling loved and all that. Life is too short for all that, and we all too grown. All right? So it's all about love and prosperity, and I'll see you again sometime soon. I'm out. Peace.